Welcome back to Elvis Fans Matter, and we going to do a few more questions and possibly a few answers.
Alright, I was wanting to know if Elvis liked Bonanza or any of the other old westerns with Clint Eastwood. Did he like the TV show Hee Haw, and did he ever meet Evel Knievel?
I don't ever remember him watching Hee Haw.
Okay.
Evel Knievel, I don't know if he met him or not, I'll be honest with you.
I know we went to see just about all the Clint
Eastwood movies.
westerns.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
He did like Clint Eastwood.
Yeah.
Did he like Bonanza?
I
Did y'all ever
recall him ever? I don't recall him watch it. I never was up there if he watched it. I don't know.
I wasn't either.
Okay. But he did like Clint Eastwood.
He did like Clint Eastwood, and we went to see just about all those. What they call them, spaghetti westerns, or
Yeah.
they were.
Now he met Dan Blocker and Michael Landon and all. They come on the set of Roustabout.
Okay.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And
I bet. Did you get to meet him?
yeah,
I bet you.
they were nice.
I would have liked to have met Dan Blocker.
Yeah,
I always thought he was nice.
he was.
Alright. I know the whole group traveled a lot around the United States. Did y'all and Elvis ever visit all the states in the United States?
Oh my Lord!
I
I don't know.
I know Elvis covered them all.
Yeah,
but,
I don't know where all we went.
Did he go to Alaska?
I don't think he did
no,
go to Alaska.
Come think of it,
He didn't
make
go to Alaska.
No. That's the only state
Okay.
that he might have missed.
Did y'all go with him to Montana? She's from Montana, so. Okay. Alright, so Julie Rose, they did go to Montana because you have a hashtag Montana is home. So, yes, they did visit Montana. Alright, is there one memory that you all have shared with everyone, maybe on videos or at your Q&A, that you look back and wish maybe you had just kept it for yourself in your own personal memories and not shared it with the public?
No, I don't.
No, because we have kept a lot of them to ourselves, but the ones we shared,
The ones you shared, you have no reason to.
No
reason not to.
I've shared it. Alright, here is a follower. Her name is Laurie Varnador, and she said, tell Billy and Joe that I love them, and I love all the answers that they give. I feel as if I know Elvis in a way because I never got to see him. I have loved Elvis all my life, and I always will. He's my everyday life, music, movies, and everywhere that I look in my room is Elvis. So she didn't send a question, but just wanted you to know that she loves your videos and answers.
Thank you. And so glad you did. We love you too.
Right.
Alright. How did you and Joe handle all of Elvis's girlfriends on the side of whoever he was dating?
It was his business.
Very carefully.
Very carefully. Instead of saying, hey, what's your name? We made sure we thought before we spoke. That's all I can say. But, I mean, that was Elvis's way. And he was with some girls a long time that others were not involved. Except maybe once in a great while. It would probably be like a...
But you didn't tell his business, and they didn't.
Lord, no.
Which, I mean, they probably knew it anyway,
yeah.
or assumed it. But I mean, y'all weren't ugly to any. If he brought somebody around,
wasn't anything to do. We were welcome, and nice to all of them, and just like we never told the guy's business either.
Yeah.
Some of the guys did things on the side, and I got to go along a whole lot, and I'd never, I wouldn't do anything like that. That wasn't my business.
It's not your business.
That wasn't anything to do with us, and that was on them.
All right. This is a question for Joe. Did you see Priscilla's wedding dress before the wedding? Did Priscilla ask for you or any of the other wives, girlfriends' opinions of her dress or anything when she was planning the wedding?
No and no.
Okay.
No. And I'm surprised anybody wants to ask me a question. They usually want me to shut up.
Right.
I mean,
Well, that was going to be one of my next questions is, Joe, why don't you let
Thank
Billy...
you for asking me that question.
Yeah. Why don't you let Billy talk?
Yeah, is that the question?
No, that was a question on the YouTube channel was why don't you let Billy talk
You know, that
and be
just...
quiet?
I've never been told I was boring before, but if I am, you know, tough shit. That's all I got to say.
All right. Question for Billy and Joe. Was Elvis's TCB ring buried with him, or is the one at Graceland the real one?
Real one.
Okay.
the real one.
Okay. And they said, sorry if this question has already been answered in the past. I just hadn't caught it and wanted to ask. So that is his, that's not a replica, that's his real
That's
ring.
his
That's
real
his
ring.
ring. Yeah. But it's not a real diamond in it.
Well,
Right.
It may be
It
now.
may be now, but not unless, knowing Vernon, it's not. It's still like it was.
Yeah.
All right. Did your nanny and papa, so Joe and Billy, do you guys regret having to sell your original TCB and TLC necklaces?
Yeah.
You know, have I got that right that they did sell them? Is that true?
We did. We regretted anything that we had to let
We
go.
had to sell a lot of stuff.
But we had two.
we had two boys, you know.
We had two boys that we had to put first,
Yeah.
and then Billy too. You know, worked hard and had to get his job situation and all that, and we had to get established.
How things like, you know, when they got to be old enough to drive, to
Yeah,
carry the insurance and get them a vehicle
Yeah.
and stuff like this.
they had a good childhood.
They, you know,
They did. I mean, they'll tell you right now
Right.
they had a great childhood. As did you.
Yep. I was reading the question.
Oh.
Yes, I did. I did. No, yes, I did. I had a very good childhood. Sorry, I was reading and trying to make sure I was at the right place.
We sacrificed a lot of things that was very, very dear to us, but our
family was more dear to us than
right,
that.
and Elvis always said, "Don't cling to material things. They're just material,
Nope.
which you know
Can be replaced.
can be replaced." And in our
Family
case, they
and
were.
love can't.
Y'all always worked hard to make sure we had, like I've said before in a video, you don't think about it as a kid, you think back about it when you're grown up, but you don't care when you're a kid where it comes from, if you want it or everybody else has it and you want it, but anything we asked for within reason,
You got.
we had it, and I've always been thankful.
And you know, I have to say, you can credit it to this guy here because sometimes he worked 2 jobs. I know one time he worked 3 jobs and went to school. And I never worked in my life. I was always home or, you know, whatever. So I was always able to do or go and do whatever. I was room mothers at school and a room mother at school for everybody and all that kind of stuff.
I bought Danielle a whole lot of Cabbage head dolls.
Cabbage,
Cabbage
Cabbage Patch.
Cabbage
dolls.
Patch.
I had 109 Cabbage Patch dolls.
You did.
And
That was her thing as a kid.
some very expensive cheerleading uniforms and trips and any kind of doll, or back then we didn't have cell phones and stuff, but I remember the first CD player and car and Walkman CD headphone back in the day, and cassette tapes and CDs and
Teddy Ruxpin.
Teddy Ruxpin and the Caterpillar.
Grubby.
We
Grubby.
still have them.
Yeah.
Yes,
I do,
Well,
yeah.
I still have most of her Cabbage Patch dolls here, and she had Kid Sister and
Kid
my buddy
Sister
and
my buddy, all 4 of them, and Barbies and Barbie houses and
everything you could think of.
everything.
And Joey and Danny and Dakota and Paris, they all had, like,
Yeah.
they were all, Danielle and her brother and Joey's son Dakota were like our kids too.
Yeah.
And, you know, I love all my grandkids, but they were just Danielle's always been closer to us because she was raised by us and her daddy, so that's just the name of that tune.
Any more questions?
I don't. We've covered everything I had on there. I didn't get to post it until today. I thought it went through
I
last
just
night.
knew we
so.
had one more question. Dadgummit.
Will you hand me that
Well,
plate right there? I
We
just want to
do.
show it.
We do. We have one more question.
Okay.
And it is. I told you the other day. It is. Why does Joe not let Billy talk? Why does she talk over Billy? And why do I talk at all?
Well, that's because I got a case of dementia. So she has to finish everything, just like Joe Biden. You know, Jill had to. We got a teleprompter right out there, and
No,
I get a chance to read.
to be honest, we don't even realize that we do it because we've done every experience, or just about every. I wish I knew some of the. I wish I knew some of the ones that I was not in, but all the experiences.
Who
he
says
knows
I'm
and
not
I
going to
know.
talk over everyone now?
Well, hey,
Hi, I'm
lady.
Lenny. Welcome to Elvis Fans Matter.
Hello, Lady Kate. This is
My
our
Laney Kate.
great granddaughter,
Hi, Margaret.
Lady Kate.
Laney
I'm going to talk over everything. This is my show now.
Okay.
You take it over, huh? But this is Danielle's daughter, and she's one of our pride and joys.
She sure is.
Absolute angel.
She is our first great
Angel, not us, no,
grandchild.
I mean, let's not take it too far.
But anyway, I think I'll wind it up, and
Oh, who gave you permission to speak?
I'm sorry. Can I talk?
Sure.
Can you talk?
Can I talk?
Okay, go ahead. You can talk now.
Okay, all right, now I can talk.
Oh,
My
hand Nanny
God.
the egg plate right there. She wanted to show it on the video, please.
Egg plate.
Oh, that's okay.
Well, the chicken's dead, but the plate's okay.
Shit. Her.
And thank you so much. And I did send you a card. I hope you got it. And I love it.
Right. Set that down very easy, please.
I think
And
I killed
so
the other
for-
one.
Laney, Danielle, Joe, and Billy. Elvis Fans
Fans Matter.